All right. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the 8-Bit Show.
Hello. Yay.
Thank you for that, guys. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
no
good.
problem. That was just for you.
Yeah.
Don't ask for it again.
I didn't ask for it the first time. It was a treat. The wonderful,
I wouldn't
delicious
say
treat.
you asked either.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Right.
How are you guys doing?
Heard these lies before.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Living the dream?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, not really now. There's a lot of work lately, actually. I've been able to do a lot of stuff that I would like to do, but especially with all the games that have come out.
I know, so many of them. Not enough time.
Yep.
So many games, so little time.
And it doesn't feel like it's
they
going to be slowing down until like what? Like spring?
Yeah, they're just going to keep pooping games out at us. I can't play all these games. I mean, don't stop giving me a bunch of video games to play. But.
Right. I do appreciate having the options. It's just, you just can't experience everything in life.
Yeah.
But that's
a damn
okay.
shame.
It is a damn shame. But it is okay. Life goes on. We're getting kind of philosophical here.
All the drama.
Yeah, speaking of drama, to stick with how we were doing last time, starting off with the news.
Yeah, that way we can try and be not as depressing.
Yeah.
Ending, right?
Yeah. Oh, not
just as depressing, just we won't be ending on the depressing things.
exactly.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Can appreciate that.
Would you like to kick it off first? Two littles? Wait. I think I skipped something here. Your two littles, Coffee and Corn Dogs, Frankie 1029. Those are our names.
1029.
1029. Whatever my name is. Who knows at any given time. Yeah.
It's whatever I feel like.
We do play
That's
pretty fast and loose with the names here.
It's true, we do.
We like it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I've got news, you could say.
Is it old news? Because then it's not news. It has to be new news.
It's from yesterday.
It's part of the name.
New enough?
No. Yeah, that's new enough. Within the last week. It's a weekly show here.
Okay, good.
We're like John Oliver, right?
Sure.
Sure. In a lot of ways, yes.
In one that I can think of, we have a weekly show.
You might have heard me talk about a game before for its insane monetization and budget and many different things. Star Citizen.
Star
Citizen. Heard of this game?
Yeah.
Yeah. The developer Cloud Imperium is reportedly mandating its staff return to work 7 days a week, leading up to a major event this month. They have in 18 days, they have something planned, so they would like everyone to work.
What do they mean they have something planned?
It's like an event. I don't know exactly what it is. Some community event.
Seems kind of shifty to make your people come back to work for a community event.
CitizenCon.
Okay.
Which is like a live event,
Yeah.
Live thing. But they have a whole thing happening for that. But all the staff must be in office for the next 2 weeks, working both Saturday and Sunday.
Whoa, and mandated overtime?
Oh, it's worse than that, my friend. They don't really want to pay out overtime. So in exchange, they'll be getting time off in lieu, or TOIL, which is
It's
time
literally
off in
toil.
lieu of overtime pay. Yeah.
That's a great abbreviation.
So, and it's worse. Not only do they not want to pay the overtime, and they're offering it in time off, which is okay, fine. But they can't exchange that time off until Star Citizen single player game Squadron 42 is released. And right now, we have no idea of when that was supposed to be. Like, 42 was announced in 2012. And it split from the main game in 2016. There hasn't been much on it since. And if they leave, they don't get to. If they leave before that time, they don't get to like get that paid out or anything.
What?
Yeah.
This is like worse on top of worse on top of. I don't understand. Wait, are they in? Where are they located?
So they actually have a few different places. They have Cloud Imperium's locations are in Los Angeles, Austin, Texas, Manchester, England, and Frankfurt, Germany.
Okay.
Now the EU has its own regulations from the US. Of course, there's different like rights and stuff.
Yeah. That just seems so. Like I mean I don't know the legalities of all these places, but
in the UK there is no legal requirement to pay hourly employees time and a half. But there is in the US when it comes to fair labor standards.
But in the UK, there's also I know that they don't have those sort of requirements, but I know they have.
No, but they have time off requirements.
Yeah, they
have like a whole different thing where they have to have a 24-hour period if they're asked to work 12 hours outside of work.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. I think from everything that I've seen, like it's actually better in the UK the way that they deal with that sort of stuff. This is weird though. It's really shifty. It sounds like they're trying to get around a lot of that stuff, and I don't know the details about how the UK works. I don't think that would fly here though. Yeah,
this is also despite having this game has raised almost $800 million from its Kickstarters and private investors, and at least 64 million in private investment that we know of. So this is pretty bad. And this year they laid off an unannounced number of staff before it lost a discrimination claim most recently.
Wow.
And they had to pay about $35,000 to a disabled employee.
Wow.
So, yeah, Star Citizen's employees should maybe consider unionizing.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know. That's just way to shaft your employees big time.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, to say the least. Jesus. I don't know how to follow that one up. Day's already ruined. Oh man, yeah. I just don't even know. That's just crazy. That's just so many FUs, one after the other.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I hope they can. I can't also believe that it's called toil. Like it abbreviates to toil.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty fun.
Oh my god! All right, well, that's something. In other news, I got Ubisoft has finally released their patch for Star Wars Outlaws, and I've heard that it seems to be making a decent difference. I don't know if it's too little, too late. Oh, hey, that's the name of your show. For the game as a whole, though, if people have already ditched it, because it's been a month, right, since it came out. Right? Was it a month ago that it got released? I think so. Feels like it's been out for a while.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, the interesting thing is that the few things that I've read, they definitely seem to be enjoying the game more than before. But at least from I can't remember which podcast it was that I was listening to. This might have been the Player One podcast. They said that they didn't know if it was specifically because of the patches or that they've just figured out the way that the game wants you to play the game. So that's interesting. But we'll see if Ubisoft can manage to turn it around, because it is a big property. It's just yeah, again, it might just not be enough for how long it has been. But we'll see. Oh yeah, and they call the update Title Update 2. I mean, it's descriptive, I guess, but it's so weird.
Really lets you know what it is.
Yeah. Can't say you didn't know. Yeah. Yeah.
That's really weird.
Is it weird?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Could be. What's weird?
Your face.
That's true.
Got him.
Got him.
Well played.
What else you got?
Horizon Zero Dawn. Remaster is coming out soon.
Yeah, this is one of the bits you stole from me, and we only have 8 of them. Are you okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. Just making sure.
I ask.
No reason.
Okay. Cool. Weird of you to ask then. Yeah. They're actually getting rid of the regular one, just the regular PC version.
Yeah, I got delisted right off of Steam.
Yeah. It will be coming back as a remaster, so it's not staying gone, nor did they erase it from anyone's profile. In fact, I think if you have the regular one, you get the remaster.
Oh, okay. Well, at least there's that.
I guess there's no confirmation on that.
Oh, okay. Well, then you didn't hear it here first. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird that they just straight up are just deciding to delist the old one, like, completely. Is that the only way to stop, like, new purchases to it, though?
It might be. it remains live, but the game itself is no longer available for purchase.
Yeah.
Instead, they're being offered to pre-order Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster or buy the 2022 sequel, Forbidden West. However, there's some controversy is coming because if you're in some of the countries where you can't get PSN, the new game is requiring a PSN login. Big surprise.
Yep. As is the way all of these Sony games are going.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't see this coming, then I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. It just seems so weird that it's a requirement. Like I get having the option there. I get them wanting to have users that, you know, are in their ecosystem or whatnot. I don't know. The requirement thing just makes it just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. I feel you. I think it's kind of weird. Like, it's never been too big of a deal for me just because I have PSN, but that I don't think that gives me the right to be like, oh, it's get over yourselves. Because not everyone has that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But yeah, we just keep seeing more and more with that. And I think that's something that, you know, like WB has the whole thing for injustice and whatnot. I don't think that NetherRealms, I don't know about the new one. I haven't actually played the new Mortal Kombat, so I don't know if there's a requirement on there to play it, but I mean, I was never bothered by it like asking to sign in, unless it was like, do you want to sign in? No, you're declining to do all this stuff. Are you sure you want to do that? Like, it just keeps nagging at you to get into it. But but as long as it didn't do that, it's like, yeah, like, cool, you want to sell your stuff, like, I get that. I'm not interested. I just don't know what it really brings to the table to have that stuff in there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I guess if you're super crazy about the game, sure, but like with the shift codes and stuff like that for Borderlands, right? Like I did that because I played a shit ton of the Borderlands 2 in particular, and so to get the shift codes, that was pretty cool. But yeah, like, I don't know. Weirdness abound.
It's frustrating because, you know, it stops people in other countries from being able to play the game.
Yep.
Right? So those people just kind of get left out when they thought they, you know, still had it. Like,
yeah. And it seems so weird.
And for single player games, it's so dumb.
Yeah, right?
And like, Sony keeps trying to do it and they keep getting backlash for it. The God of War is going to have theirs taken away by a update soon.
Oh, really? See, like, more than anything, them, like, putting it onto games that didn't have it to begin with, I think that's absolute crap. Because then it is a real problem where people who had the game before might not be able to eventually access it. Like what would have happened with Helldivers, right? Like that.
Yeah.
That was some bullshit. So that's dumb. It's dumb. I don't like it. I don't approve of it in any way, shape, or form.
Agreed. Not a fan myself either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's entirely unnecessary.
Yeah,
We're all in agreement.
I mean, what else? What else you got?
Well, I got Ubisoft. You want to talk about Ubisoft Disastrous 2024?
Do I want to talk about Ubisoft? Does anybody really want to talk about Ubisoft?
Hey, well, so according to Bloomberg, there's some stuff going on in the background that maybe they might be going private. There's also like news of a potential buyout, and I don't know. Maybe we're seeing the company's going to change. I think it would be really good for them to go private, because then they don't have to worry about investors and they can actually focus. I think this should be step one for them to possibly turn this company around.
My problem is that it's the like Guillermo brothers and Tencent who are talking about the buyout.
Yeah,
Which would leave them like still in charge.
oh no,
And they're like the reason like why the company sucks so much right now.
well, they're not the only reason. I think it's because of their motivations that they had to have. Because I mean, at one point the company wasn't that bad, right? So them having to
I guess if you say so.
yeah, I mean, I remember in the early days, like there wasn't, I mean, maybe it just wasn't in the light or whatever, but there wasn't like crazy horrible news coming out about them left and right all the freaking time. At one point they were at least a decently respected company, maybe not highly respected, but they had something going for them, and they made fun games. They did do that a few times. I played some of them. I enjoyed them at one point. But again, I think this is just the first step. Whether these people can change it around, I don't know. It'd be nice if it was in the hands of somebody else, but at least there's some change that could be coming. That, and I think most importantly, might mean that employees get to keep their jobs longer. Because the way that they're going right now, it's a sinking ship, and they're only going to hurt the people that they employ more than anything.
I mean, yeah, that's who ends up hurt.
Yeah.
At like every time.
So, I mean, this isn't a guarantee, you know, that it's going to make things better, but I think it's something that it could help, and these people could continue to have their jobs for years to come. But we'll see. Only time will tell.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is a very true statement. Only time will tell.
Yeah. And then you got some games done quick.
Yeah, Games Done Quick is doing something kind of cool. They're going to be doing a speedrunning marathon to support Hurricane Helene relief. It's going to be done on October 11th, so next weekend, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, starting next Friday. Currently, from now until the end of the weekend, I think you have till tomorrow. You can try and sign up if you want to join them. But yeah, they're hoping to raise funds for. Let's see what exactly. Where exactly they're sending the money?
It's to direct relief.
Direct relief, yeah. which is pretty good. So that's really good. Really good. They'll be doing. It's called Disaster Relief Done Quick.
You know, I feel like I hear more about charity events when it comes to like video games more than any other industry out there by far. Is that just because we're into video games, or is this a thing?
I think part of it is that we are into video games, so we get a lot more of that stuff, anyways.
We see that more there, yeah. Okay, I'm just wondering because
I mean,
it just
there's a lot of like aid done through video games quite often.
Yeah, just like these sort of events, you know, they pop up quite a bit, I think, so, which is cool. I like that we could be in a community that does that. We'll see. You guys gonna sign up? I don't know if I could do any good speed runs here.
I don't have any games I'm good enough to speed run. I'll tell you that right now. I don't need to prove anything on that one. I am not good.
What about old God of War? You could speed run that.
The only game that I've ever done good at speed running at all was Metroid.
Oh yeah,
or Super Metroid. That's the only one I was ever able to actually do.
Really?
And that's because I had that whole like, and I just did like the speed running challenge thing, where you get like Samus in the bikini thing.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah. Let's see. Last up here, I got so with all the Power World stuff that's been going around, all of the news about lawyers coming out talking about what Nintendo's doing wrong, what they're doing right, if they're going to succeed. There's a lot in that we just don't know. Right? Like two big things came out earlier this week. The first one being that it looks like Nintendo's actually filing for 2 patents in the US. And these are the ones that have been rumored to be what Nintendo's going after Pocket Pair for, which has to do with capturing creatures or whatever, virtual animals with the Pokeball. That's what the first patent goes over, the mechanics behind that. The second one has to do with being able to get on and off of like an airship or maybe a flying animal. Like I don't know what that has to do with anything. That thing seems overly broad, which apparently has been kicked out by the patent office, the US patent office, for being too broad. But there's still nothing that directly says that that's what Nintendo is suing Pocket Pair for. However, in a weird twist, an unconfirmed former employee has stated that they were encouraged to plagiarize Pokemon design for Power World. Again, it's not confirmed, but I don't understand like how this whole thing just seems like this weird bizarre land of like Nintendo and the little guy. it just keeps getting weirder because like yeah, you can look at a lot of the characters from Pal World and say like, okay, yeah, they look similar to Pokemon or whatever. But I think there's enough broadness in the animals and the creatures to be like, yeah, anybody could have come up with that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And so like for it to be something where it was like, yeah, that's obviously not what's going to happen. Then for Nintendo to like actually come out with a lawsuit, but then for everyone to find out, oh, it doesn't actually have to do with copyright, it's patent law. And then this, I just don't understand how we're now at this point where somebody's saying that they were encouraged to basically steal from Nintendo. So like, is Nintendo going to eventually sue them if this ends up being like true? Would they even have a case? Like, I don't know. It's just weird shit, I think.
I mean, can you have a case?
Well, I don't know, because if you have an employee that's saying like directly, like, yeah, we were encouraged by management to copy Pokemon, like for a game that is obviously going after that model, like it's kind of like, I don't think it'd be too far-fetched to say that they would want something like that. And does that mean that they're like actively hurting Nintendo? Like, I think you could argue that they could be by trying to copy them. But I don't know. It's because I don't know the weird legalities that are here. There's weird other shit that takes place in Japan. So maybe that doesn't make sense in Japan. But yeah, it's a weird situation. And I don't know what Nintendo is going to do. But it'll be interesting to see in the long run. I really just want to know what they're actually suing them for. Like, what is the actual patent that they're taking against Pocket Pair for? Because that would be telling in and of itself.
That's true. It would be.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Have to wait and see.
Well, I don't have anything else, actually.
That's it for me.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome,
that's some crazy stuff with Pal Pair. Or Pocket Pair.
Pocket
Pair. Pal Pair.
Pocket.
Pocket Pals of the world.
Unite.
Does that include Polly?
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
A dumb question.
She's an OG, right? So.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's the original. Yeah.
Oh, what was the boys version of that?
Mighty Max.
That's right, Mighty Max. That's what it was.
I don't want to talk about what we probably both know that. Just off the top of my head. So I didn't watch like the cartoon show or anything.
There's a cartoon show? I didn't.
No, well, I don't know. Maybe. Could be.
Could have been.
No, there definitely was, yeah. I remember it being quite good when I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how it holds up.
I was just about to say, you think it'll hold up?
Probably not. No, not a lot of stuff did.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's weird going back and watching Batman the Animated Series. How much that holds up. It's good stuff.
I was about to ask. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
You mean? I was like, that shit holds up.
I'm not saying all shows don't hold up.
Yeah. Just very few.
I do have my doubts that Mighty Max did, though.
Yeah, same here.
That show's probably shit.
That's fair. How dare you say Mighty Max couldn't hold up? You're probably right, but how dare you say
I'll
it?
be honest about it, yeah. No offense to the to the hard work of the Mighty Max. It's just it wasn't a great show.
Well, so, do you remember?
You weren't a great show.
Do you remember what the plot of the show was about?
I mean, it was like an Indiana Jones kind of thing. Like they just go on exotic adventures.
Okay.
Sort of like treasure hunting.
Oh, okay.
Indiana Jones stuff.
Yeah, Yeah, that'd be a blast for kids. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the kids love it.
Yeah.
Adults all hate it.
That's its selling point.
Because it was boring and stupid in a 30-minute commercial for a toy.
Just, damn it, I don't want you to watch this again. I don't want to have to buy a new toy. Well, speaking of, who wants to go first for the week?
I haven't gotten any new Mighty Max lately.
I haven't gotten any new toys lately either.
Oh.
I did get some new toys, but I talk about those on different podcasts.
Oh, what's the name of that podcast?
The Sexy Sex Time podcast.
Obviously.
Talk about naughty ass sex toys.
Mm-hmm.
That's too hot for our regular podcast.
Yeah, you have to tune in after hours for that one.
Yeah, that's an after dark kind of podcast, which sun's going down, so we'll probably just kick off the discussion of it here in like 30 minutes or so. No, I did almost nothing this week. What'd you guys do? Also almost nothing?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. If you guys are telling me that I've done the most, it's going to be really weird because I feel like it's usually the other way around.
I'm really busy at work.
Yeah, that's fair. I know how that goes.
After work, and I don't really want to do much.
Yep.
Oh, and then like Baldur's Gate just broke for me, so I gotta can't really play. I mean, I play Baldur's Gate.
Your install broke, or
no? Like the most recent fix, like broke the game on my PC and a bunch of other people's PCs.
Mm-hmm.
People are pretty mad about it. It's fine. They did have a rollback to the previous patch, which made my game work again, but we can't continue our like 3-player campaign until I can run the game on its current patch.
Yeah, that sucks. Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Any news on when that's supposed to a patch for the patch will come out?
I don't know. It is their number one priority over at the studio, allegedly.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But Christian told me it's their like numero uno priority is getting that fixed.
That's what I heard.
I'm sure it is.
It better be, or else.
Or else.
Or else what?
I don't know. It's just, these are definitely empty threats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, oh, Kratos on them with my nerd rage.
My favorite type of threats are empty threats.
I did have time to play some God of War today, though, and I've been quite enjoying God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, that game looks like just such a blast. It looks so pretty too.
It's a good-looking game, yeah. Pretty solid PC port. It seems to work pretty well. Can't complain about that.
That's good. Because let me tell you, I have been playing a new game. We picked up the new Zelda. What's it called? Echoes of something.
Echoes of
Wisdom? Sure.
Wisdom?
Yeah, something like that. And there's some issues with that game for sure.
Yeah? Yeah,
like, okay, now I should clarify, this is only in handheld mode. it just stutters regularly, like noticeably too. It's kind of bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely jarring. Like, it's enough of a stutter where you're just like, what am I looking at here?
I've been having a problem with my PC lately, and I don't entirely understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Is it stuttering too?
Mine is stuttering, and when I look and stuff, trying to figure out where it's coming from, even though I have 16 gigs of memory, it's saying just even when I'm like running idle that I'm using like 76%.
When you're idle? Whoa, that's a lot.
And so, like,
I'll have
when
to
I'm
come
trying to
check that out for
play
you.
games and stuff, like God of War, I was actually having a problem with. I can't get it to stop stuttering.
Huh. I'll have to check out your computer. Maybe tonight.
Your computer's sick.
I mean, right now it's saying it's only at like 45, and I'm playing a game currently and streaming.
So it's just randomly, it just decides to like bump. That's so weird.
Yeah, even though I have like 16 gigs, which is more than enough to run God of War, it still wants to stutter like crazy and run really bad.
Can take a look at some shit for sure. See what's going on. But yeah, I don't have those problems though if I do play the game when I'm docked. So far when I'm docked, the only issue that I've ever seen was when there's like literally like 50 characters on the screen. And even then I didn't notice it slow down, but like when the characters left the screen, I kind of noticed the frame rate like pick back up. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I just think it doesn't handle itself well when it's not docked. The engine that they're using, and I know that people had said that there's some stuttering in Link's Awakening, the remake. Yeah. And I never saw that, and I was just like, okay, maybe I'm lucky. Maybe it's because I'm on the newer hardware or whatever. But I think it's because I never played that game docked, or sorry, I never played it handheld. And so I think it ran smoother, as it's supposed to. When it's docked, it's supposed to kind of kick up its power. So that's kind of unfortunate that it's really like the Switch is starting to show its age, even with Nintendo's game, their own game. But maybe it just needs a patch. Maybe there's something wrong with it. So, but that being said, outside of the technical issues, it is a really fun game. I feel like it blends all the different kinds of Zelda games that are out there into one. Like, there's aspects of it that feel like Tears of the Kingdom. It has old school dungeons, so like you get that sort of feel to it too. It's cool to just play as Zelda, not really like you do have the option to use a sword, but that's not your primary weapon. So being able to kind of figure out puzzles in different ways with the staff and kind of choose how you want to go about solving a particular issue. That's really cool. Sometimes there's like a direct, like, yes, this is the way you have to do this. But other times you get to be creative. So I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty fun. And I've only put in so much time into it where I'm like at the point where the game has just started to open up. I just like kind of wandered around the overworld trying to find like as many little waypoints as I can to activate to fast travel back and forth before I'd continue on with the main mission. So I've done a bit of side quests, which are cool, but it's not particularly hard. But yeah, it's pretty fun. So can't wait to play some more. Yeah. So we'll see if I beat it before I beat Tears of the Kingdom, because that's taking Rihanna and I ages to do, because there's so much to do in that game. It's never ending.
I mean, that's fair. There's a lot to do in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, and then it's another thing where like Rhiannon and I have to like line up our schedule and also want to stream it, so because I'm trying to only do it on streaming. But maybe I'll stop that and we'll just beat it here soon. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, but it's been good times. But that is actually the only thing I've really been doing. So so I got one thing, unless you, Christian, you have anything else to add.
Always up to me to entertain people.
Yeah.
What would we do without you?
Right. Well, that's why we always have you go first. So
True.
That's true. I do always go first.
Let's start off strong.
Yeah, we're playing Baldur's Gate. That got ruined from the new patch. So that's unfortunate. I haven't played any more Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster as of yet. I did get 2 other games though. I did get 2 new games.
Oh, what did you get?
I got a game called is it Dice Folk?
Dice Folk? Like people made of dice?
Yes.
Oh.
What it is.
No, that's exactly what it is. No, it's like a monster catching, dice rolling RPG roguelike. It's all right. It's not bad. It has some like recruit different like monsters, which are called Chimera, to fight. They all have like different abilities. When they're like in the leader position and when they get rotated out and stuff. Which is, that's all pretty cool. Played it for like an hour and a half. Beat the first stage, so it's not like too difficult, seemingly. And currently it's like $9, $8 or something like that. So
that's cool.
A pretty good little deal for a game. And then I picked up this cozy game that I'm playing on stream right now, which is called Tiny Glade. And it's just a very basic game. You just build houses and dioramas. You can build whole castles. You can do all kinds of stuff in this little tiny glade. You have some pretty basic tools, but they kind of help you. They kind of like automatically help you shape like the world a little bit. Like I can take this path trail here, for instance, and I can make a path. Going off to the side, going into the forest there.
Okay, that's cool.
But even more so,
I like the way it does it too.
I can take that path and I can lead it right to the house, and now it's made a little door into the house.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like the way it like visually does that. Yeah,
and then you can do like you can take like the windows here, for instance, and take like this arched window, and you can make windows, no problem. Nice little window. Or if you put it next to the ground, it makes like a door. Or you can make that door a little bit bigger by putting 2 together.
That's cool.
And then it kind of fills it out automatically, so I'll put that like barrel there. So it's a lot of fun. It's really simple, but it kind of helps you build out the little place. Does
this have a way to like export these, like as like to 3D print them? Because this would be such a cool tool.
I mean, it's really cool. I think you could do some really cool stuff with it. Like, you know, you could build out your D&D groups like Wizard Tower, or, you know, not the inside, obviously.
Yeah.
But you use a lot of like the overlap and stuff like that. Like a lot of these are just like the basic house structure, just built on top of each other and moved around a little bit to add like details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a lot of potential with this, honestly.
It's pretty cool. I've been playing it for a while, and it's super relaxing. It's not like, you know, it's kind of the epitome of like cozy game style.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, like, from being able to build like basic blocks of certain sizes, like it's not even all that impressive. Like, just that's like as big of a base as I can make. That's like the starting structure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing like crazy. I can, you know, pitch the roof. I can even bend it in or bow it out.
That's really cool.
You can make it flat, Pueblo style, castle style. You can make like castle walls with something like this. You can like flatten it out a little bit.
Wow.
Now,
have like a real castle wall.
Yeah, coming into our trail here now we have.
Oh, that's cool, and it automatically set up the little pass that goes through.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's so cool.
You can make it bigger, like by you know, you can increase the size of the path.
Oh, that's
and now
cool.
It's like a whole arch thing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is pretty cool. I have to admit, like,
like it's a pretty cool little like cozy game. That's pretty fun to just sit here and create something.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have like a tutorial or anything to follow, so a lot of it is just kind of figuring out, you know, what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, you just got to learn your tools.
You can put water down. You can have it go. Oh, because it flows under the.
That's so cool. Yeah, and it looks really great too. Like the visual style of it.
Yeah, you can add lights and stuff, and then you can change it to, you know, nighttime.
Mm.
When you start a new one, it gives you different like environments.
Oh.
Currently, I'm in autumn, but you can do summer. You can do like an olden one, a flowery place, a winter wonderland, and then they have the daily theme, which just kind of gives you a like a prompt. You know, this one's Wizard School.
Oh, so can you upload these and like, can they be judged then by other people? Is it like, is there like a scoring thing?
So far, I don't see a way to do that. You know, I'm not really seeing a whole.
Yeah, no, it's just pure build. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I appreciate that too. There's just, it feels like there's a lot you could do with this. This is a really cool tool.
Yeah, it's been super fun to play with. Like, I've quite enjoyed it. Like, I can go from here. I built this cool like collection of building right here, and I can go and create another one next to its side and kind of keep spanning out until I've created a whole like neighborhood even.
Is there like a limit on how big of an area you have, or
it looks like it does look like there's a border,
that line there,
but it's a pretty good amount of space.
Yeah, no,
considering, I mean, this big place that I just made is in the middle of it or whatever, but I could do like a handful of these buildings or put a wall around this and do something else.
Right. You
can also increase, like, you know, the terrain size, and then you can bring it all up. Have cliffs.
That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So it's pretty cool little game. It's like $12. It's not very much to have some fun,
right?
Have some like artistic outlet.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, you could just use this for like, I don't know, just drawing and whatnot, like sketch up something in 3D and like, yeah, exactly. Like
hit print screen, save the screenshot, and use it as a inspiration for, you know, D&D art or whatever.
Right? Yeah, that's really cool. That's a good find.
Let's see. I watched Severance from Apple TV.
I finally got Christian to watch Severance.
Yeah, he finally did. And he's so proud of himself. It was good. It was quite enjoyable. Really weird. The concept's really like just kind of fucked up with this idea that, you know, you separate your like work self from your like normal life.
Yeah.
But that work self has kind of like you know, its own life where the only thing it realizes, the only thing it knows is work. So that's kind of fucked up to think about.
Like that episode of Rick and Morty.
I mean, kind of. But it's really weird. It's definitely got like an interesting mystery going on. And I'm glad it didn't get canceled. Already pretty worried about Chaos getting canceled because that show was pretty good, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get canceled. But
Sugar got renewed for a season 2.
I mean, that's nice. That's also
Farrell.
kind of a
I like
surprise.
that. I like that show. I figured I was the only person who watched it. I think of the three of us, I think I'm the only person who's watched it.
I mean, probably.
Yes.
Okay, yes. You're the only person who's
Good.
watched
It's fun. It's a fun gumshoe story.
Yeah.
I was surprised how much I liked Colin Farrell in it.
I would be too. Because it's Colin Farrell.
Yeah. It's solid. Believe it or not. Go see for yourself.
He has his moments. I guess it's like
just giving shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
You shit my pants right now.
And
then it's gonna be looking stupid.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
And he's right.
Obviously, he's right. How could I compare? Let's see. What else did I do?
Oh, you start watching. I got you to start watching Miracle Workers too.
Oh yeah, I did start watching Miracle Workers. That's been really
run through shows.
Really rather humorous. Its beginning is it does pull off a copy, like they basically just copy the IT crowd. She gets like the main girl gets like moved departments, and she's all excited to start her new department in like the Office of Answered Prayers. She gets to answer prayers. She's all super stoked. And then she goes down and it's like in the basement.
Yeah.
And she gets there. There's like one dude working. It pulls off the similar like comedy bit that IT does with the new girl coming in to like a bullshit position, right? Like a bullshit office position.
Who all is in that?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah, it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi's in it.
Oh yeah.
Those are the two big names in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to check that out. That looked like it was fun.
It was very enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been. Some parts are just like laugh out loud hysteric moments.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really about it, though.
Really about it, as he shows us up.
I watched most of that stuff that he watched.
That's true.
Because I think I watched all that stuff that he watched. But it's all stuff I've seen before. And probably talked about on the show.
That's also true. Very probably.
And then 6 months to a year later, Christian will watch it.
Mm-hmm. And we'll do
then
it
we
again.
can talk about it all, like it's new, yeah. Talk about it all over again.
That's why I do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. Cool. Well, I guess that makes it kind of a short one for us. But,
I guess so. Is that not that long? I guess it wasn't.
yeah, no. I mean, we usually push like an hour and a half at least. But it's okay. Be a little short one.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. That's okay. Hopefully, I'll have some more.
So don't judge us.
Nobody's judging us. I'm judging you.
I was talking to you.
Oh. Well, then that makes sense. I'm gonna.
Rude.
Can't tell me what to do.
Why not?
Because you're not my real mom.
You know, it's a good point.
It's a good point. I mean, it hasn't been proven yet. You could be my real mom. You and I have not had a DNA test, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen pictures of your mom and me in the same room together.
That is
At
true.
least I don't think there are.
The pictures, no, but I have seen you two in the same room.
Well, look, individually, yeah, you've seen us in the same room together. Come to Thanksgiving before.
A few times. Yep. All right. Well, yeah, I guess we'll end it there. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, it was a joy to have y'all. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Just because you can do it longer, jeez. Show us all up. Again, you did. You killed it good. Okay,
Bye.
I'm ending it now.
Rude.